back, everyone, for some of my Leeds United career mode here on FIFA 21. We are at the halfway point of season number 3, and you can see we have a Christmas Day match against arch rivals Manchester United. And you can also see from the Premier League table, we are 8 points ahead of 19th place Liverpool. 19th place Liverpool. Ahead of 2nd place Liverpool at 19 games played. Is more like it. Tottenham and Manchester United are rounding out the Champions League spots. Chelsea is in the Europa League spot. Relegated team, relegation and, teams in relegation trouble, which, wow, I'm having trouble speaking today. Watford, Aston Villa, and Nottingham Forest are in those spots. Burnley and Fulham, as well as Crystal Palace, are just above it. But, yeah, we're going to be playing the 20th game of the season here against Manchester United in this video, and I'm going to show you guys the rest of the tables here after the game, as well as stats and objectives and stuff like that. But before we continue on, hopefully you guys having an awesome day today. Hopefully you guys doing well. We are going to be playing with our second team, and as you can see, we are going to have Gonzalo Herrero as a left back, so that way I give Rodon some more time. And I have been playing him as left back lately. I'll talk more about Herrero after this match here when we do the rest of the halfway season stuff. But without further ado, we are going to get in this match against Manchester United. Clear skies at Old Trafford at 5 p.m. I'm very happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to talk more about whenever I get to each individual player's stats. But I'm telling you what, this is easily one of the top 10 favorite and best career modes that I've personally done. I'm absolutely in love with this FIFA 21 Leeds United team. You can see Smell Provoyak is the featured player here. He is among the leading goal scorers in the Premier League.
Well, this is the kind of match every football fan looks forward to. A lot on the line and the likelihood of a tension-packed occasion. Stay with us, we'll have all the action for
I thought that was our away kits. I mean, the alternate kits work just as well, too. I don't wear those a whole lot, so at least it gives me an opportunity to play with them on camera.
The floodlights are shining down on the players here at Old Trafford in Manchester. I'm Derek Ray, joined for commentary by former England international Lee Dixon. And on Christmas Day, our gift to you is what we hope will be a top-quality football match. It is Manchester United up against Leeds United.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Derek. Really looking forward to this. As a player, loved playing at Christmas time. Great time to play football. The festive period, brilliant for the fans as well. Great game ahead, I'm sure.
Well, we know how troublesome he can be on the pitch, but what should we expect from him today, Lee?
Yeah, he scores goals, Derek. And that's what you want from the player, the top end of your pitch. Get the ball, put the ball in the net. It's a simple job, really.
Tell you what, those golden Premier League badges on our third kits look nice. But we're going to go ahead and just go on ahead. I don't really care who Manchester United have on their team. And Provoyak gets us on the board early here in the Theatre of Dreams. Make sure he doesn't get a concussion there, which he kind of just partially phased through that advertisement. Hey, if you're just going to give the ball away, hey, I might as well just keep on doing it.
And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him.
Manchester United in this game is pretty much like they're playing in real life. Well, at least at the time of recording this past season. I'm recording this on July 2nd. You guys are watching this much later. Who knows? Manchester United may actually be decent in this new season. I don't know.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, it sounds like a penalty has been awarded in one of the other matches. What can you tell us, Alan McInally?
It's a penalty for Liverpool.
A real opening now.
There we go. Nice goal by Kinsambi.
Stopping them today. 3 goals without reply. He's in here.
And we're going to get the hat trick right there.
His third goal of the match, and you cannot argue with of that?
Well, he's tearing this defence apart. They can't cope with him.
Well, to be fair, Manchester United defense has really made it easy for him to get a Christmas Day hat-trick here. As the guy that they talked about earlier, Dembele does get a consolation for Manchester United, but we are keeping pace in the Premier League table. But we're going to go ahead and look at the other tables now, which Skriniar is not happy with his lack of game time, which I don't understand why. But we already looked at the Prem table, but we're going to go ahead and look at the other tables. And just to let you guys know, we are well on our way to winning everything this season. Beginning of the year, we ended up beating Manchester City 4-1 in the Community Shield. On January 31st, we'll be taking on Blackburn at Ewood Park in the third round of the FA Cup. Carabao Cup, we are in the semifinals. We're up against Burnley. We'll be taking on the winner of the Liverpool-Manchester City semifinal, which we beat Crewe in the quarterfinals. Round 4, we beat Wolves. Round 3, we ended up defeating Charlton. And, let's see, did we take place? Yeah, we didn't take place in round 2. Super Cup at the beginning of the season was won by us. We beat Manchester United, who were the reigning Champions League winners. Speaking of Champions League, we are up against Mönchengladbach in the round of 16, so that's pretty cool. Which, last time we versed Mönchengladbach in the Champions League in one of my career modes was in Sheffield Wednesday. I ended up losing to the German side at that same stage. But you can see we end up finishing the group with 4 wins and 2 losses. We end up level on points with AC Milan, though we end up getting the better head-to-head record. It does not go by goal differential. Yes, we do have a better goal differential, but that is not the tiebreaker. Let's see if any of the other groups here have, which that's not a good example right there. But yeah, when it comes to Champions League, if 2 teams are level on points, then the tiebreaker is not head-to-head, is not goal differential. The tiebreaker is head-to-head results. But we're going to take a look at stats because I have a tendency to forget that. As you can see with his hat-trick, Pelviak is now tied with Mo Salah, which Pelviak did it in 7 less games. Top assist goes to Bruno Fernandes with 8. Our leading assister is Tanaka from CDM, which fair play to him. And Henderson with 8 clean sheets. And Melier is nowhere to be found here. Community Shield. Patience Care. FA Cup, I'm not, because we haven't really participated in that. Pelviak, the leading goal scorer for us with 4, which is 2 behind Beck from Harrogate. Top assisters for us are Cavallero and Perez, both with a couple. And clean sheets, Rui Patricio for Wolverhampton with 2 alongside a slew of other goalkeepers, including Henderson. Again, no Melier to be found there. And there's the Super Cup, in case you guys care about that. Eden Hazard with the most goals in the Champions League. Eden Hazard and Berdera from Ajax, 2 ahead of Alexander Isak. Memphis Depay, Dybala, and a bunch of other players with 3 assists. Marino with 2, Isak with 2. And clean sheets. Nope. Roman Burki, along with 3 others, have 4. Henderson has a couple, so that's not too terrible. But we are going to go ahead and take a look at the rest of England, starting with the Championship. Top 2 teams are Brentford and Cardiff, which Brentford looks like they're going to be running away with automatic promotion. Bournemouth, Southampton, West Brom, and Bristol City occupy the playoff spots. Teams in relegation trouble are Barnsley, Rotherham, and Charlton Athletic. League One top two teams are Peterborough and Middlesbrough. They end up going back to League One, which is a bit of a surprise. Reading, Lincoln City, Wickham, and Wigan are in the playoff spots. Relegation troubled teams are Port Vale, Fleetwood Town, Burton Albion, and Gillingham. League 2, Bradford City, Bolton, and Northampton are in automatic spots, with Shrewsbury, Scunthorpe, Carlisle, and Forest Green occupying the playoff spots. And Morecambe and Harrogate would be the teams in trouble if relegation was a thing, which Morecambe ended up getting relegated this past season. They are out now. They are no longer in the footballing league. But you can see we still got a big budget. I don't plan on making any moves. Youth development, we're well on our way for that. We are that's what we're using Herrero for. We got both the critical ones, which the 10 wins one, which was easy, as so as the one crucial team win. We are going to do the financial one, which I don't really care about. I do want us to win both the Premier League and FA Cup, which is critical priority. And continental success, which is a very low priority. I do want to win the Champions League as well. But we're going to take a look, which we are not going to take a look at Youth Academy. We pretty much graduated everybody there. But we're going to take a quick look. You can see a bunch of players going out on loan. Daniel James, we end up getting and selling him after the transfer window closed. He will be joining Inter in January for just a shade under $84.5 million. Again, a slew of loan players. Somerville getting sold to Arsenal. Volber going to Newcastle. Martinez Quarta being sold to Real Madrid. Koch ended up going to Dortmund. You can see we end up getting Marquinhos and Kimmich. And Neves we ended up getting and for $30 million plus McKennie, which Kimmich we got for 53 plus Tyler Adams. Wait a minute, what was that? Oh. But just to take a quick once over at the chances that we made. But there's a look at our backup team. You can see Herrero's now at a 72. And there is our first team, which lowest rated player on our first team is Ezekiel Burko on an 85. So everybody is at least an 85 rating going into this Champions League season. And we're going to take a look at stats. And Provoyak actually with the most goals, 23 goals and 3 assists through 19 appearances. Alexander Isak, 12 and 2 through 22. Mikel Merino getting 10 and 3 from center mid and 17 appearances is pretty impressive as well. But anybody else you want to look at, you can go ahead and pause the video. But yeah, this team is just doing absolute. There's not even really any weak points in either my first team or my second team. Everybody is pulling their weight here. And you can see Herrero's already made 18 appearances. He's made 10 in the Premier League. I do want to make sure he plays 19 Premier League games. And I have him play every Carabao Cup game. I'm going to have him play every FA Cup game. And Champions League, I'm probably not going to play him as much, and because of that, I'm probably going to just play him most in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup just to make up for that. As long as we have him play 50% of the games this year, that's all I care about. You can see Daniel James has not played at all. Strauch, Buchanan, Rodon only playing 9 games. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't complained about game time yet. And you can see some of our loanees. Peru's grown by 3, so that's going to be a good backup striker option should Provoyak drop off, which I don't see that happening. And some of these players I kind of I'm hoping they go out on loan at some point. Rasmus Christensen. No longer a Leeds player in real life, he ended up getting sold to Eintracht Frankfurt. Ampadu, the captain of my second team, captain of Leeds in real life, at least at the time of recording this. Melier may not be a Leeds player at the time of recording this. Firpo, same thing with him. He may no longer be a Leeds player. Our two starting center backs, Skriniar and Marquinhos, 90 and 85 rated respectively, and Henderson is an 88 rated, so... And I did not even look, which I'm going to do as we're looking at development plans, I did not look at development plans for any of our guys here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that here real quick now. Wide backs and wingers, I don't really need to because I have at the opposite side glitch. Skriniar not really happy with his lack of game time. Rodon, I really need to start playing him more. Strauk, he's sold, so I don't need to worry about him. Costa, I don't know why I don't have a plan on him. Ampadu. 29 on bad form, I'll take that. Herrero. You can see our right backs. Need to work on his defensive work rate. I'm not liking that his low defensive work rate for a CDM. 82 on bad form, I can live with that. Which I don't understand the bad form. He's been terrific for me. Kimmich, 7 weeks to reach a 91. I'm okay with that. Konsambi looks like he's not going to grow anymore, which doesn't matter because he's my 4th string center mid. Center mid, I'm going to work on his pace, stamina, and attacking work rate. Ruben Neves, doesn't really matter if he grows anymore, but 53 weeks on okay, he may reach an 88. Looks like Mikel Merino will not be reaching an 88, an 89 rather, which it doesn't really matter because he's more than good enough. 20 weeks on okay form. I was about to say 22 on okay, but 20 on okay. Bellegarde should reach an 80. Bellegarde has been a hell of a... to be honest, I really didn't have much expectations for him when I signed him for this career mode. I just thought he was going to do his business as a backup center mid, but he's more than stepped up to the task, even filling in for Merino and Neves at times. You can see the wingers, Buchanan's going to be sold. James is sold. Almada, another one of our 90 rated players. Jose Perez is at an 80. Yeah, why do I not have some of these guys on any kind of plan? Okay, Alexander Isak. 5 weeks in order to reach an 89 on okay form. I'm happy with that. Povoyak, 45 on excellent. He probably will not reach an 80 by the end of the season, but it doesn't matter because I've been tickled pink with him throughout this entire career mode. Logan Murphy, I'll change his plan. Why do I not have plans for these guys? Let me go ahead and just put that on Yamamoto. But yeah, I'm kind of not happy with myself that a lot of these guys just do not have development plans. But we're going to look at the newsfeed real quick. Okay, newsfeed real quick before we end. And we have 1, 2, 3 players at a 90. And we have 1 player at an 89. And we have 1, 2, 3 at an 88. And we have 1, 2, 3 at an 87. So the really outlier in this first team, if you even want to call it that, which seems harsh, is Ezekiel Burko. You can see UEFA shortlist. We got Kimmich and Marino on the shortlist for that. Leeds happy with Mönchengladbach tie. Not gonna lie, I am as well. We could have got, which I need to look at the Champions League tie again, because we really could have got somebody that I really wouldn't have wanted to get. But let me look at the Champions League tie here real quick before I end the video. If the game will let me. But yeah, Mönchengladbach is probably arguably the best tie we could have gotten. Our group mates Milan got Bayern Munich, which that would have been a much tougher option. Which either way we would have got a German opponent. Lyon, which at the time of recording this got administratively relegated to League 2 due to financial difficulties. Inter Milan taking on Manchester United. Leverkusen and Real Madrid, the Xabi Alonso derby. Napoli taking on Barcelona. Atletico Madrid taking on Liverpool. And Chelsea taking on Juventus. So, yeah, looking at this draw, I don't see how we could have got a better draw than Mönchengladbach. No disrespect to them, but I feel like we got a pretty decent draw out of that. But the next time I see you guys, we are going to be skipping ahead off camera. And we are going to be resuming things here on the 22nd. We are going to be playing this away match against Mönchengladbach. And we are also going to be playing this home match here against Mönchengladbach here at Ellen Road. I am probably going to sim this match against Watford and then probably play these two games against Leicester and Villa Park at King Power Stadium in Villa Park. Which, did I say we're going to be playing away versus at Villa Park? I meant Aston Villa. We're going to be playing them at Villa Park, is what I meant to say. But that's how the next episode looks. I'm looking at 4 episodes, including the next one, until the end of this career mode. I was thinking about doing a 4th season, but considering we're already going into November, and I kind of want to take a break from FIFA for the end of the season, I kind of want to call it quits after this season, so I am looking at 4 more episodes before we pull the plug on this particular career mode, but hopefully you guys are looking forward to what lies ahead. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to seeing how this Leeds United team is going to continue to grow and develop and be even more awesome than what they are right now. So, but with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I will see you guys again next time.